Airports are some of the busiest and most complex hubs of human activity. At congested airports, where demand often exceeds capacity, the allocation of airport slots becomes a critical factor in ensuring smooth operations. An airport slot is a specific time window allocated to an airline for landing or departing at a particular airport. For airlines, managing these slots effectively is not just about logistics. It's a strategic endeavor that directly influences their network, profitability, and competitiveness. Slots define when an airline can use the runway, taxiways, and gates, ensuring that traffic is evenly distributed throughout the day. At major hubs like London Heathrow, Tokyo Haneda, or New York JFK, slots are among the most valuable assets an airline can possess, as they enable access to high-demand markets and key connecting opportunities. Slots are managed according to guidelines established by the International Air Transport Association, or IATA, and local aviation authorities. At highly congested airports, a slot system becomes essential to prevent chaos, minimize delays, and optimize the use of limited infrastructure. The biggest airports, categorized as Level 3 by IATA, such as Heathrow or Frankfurt, require airlines to obtain slots through a formal allocation process. One of the key principles governing slot management is the grandfather rights rule. Airlines that have historically used a specific slot are entitled to retain it in future scheduling seasons, provided they adhere to the 80-20 rule. This rule mandates that airlines must utilize at least 80% of their allocated slots, or risk losing them in the next cycle. This system ensures continuity and predictability for airlines, while discouraging the hoarding of unused slots. New entrants or airlines looking to expand face a different challenge, acquiring slots at congested airports. When new slots become available, they are typically distributed by an independent slot coordinator based on criteria like the airline's ability to serve underserved markets or enhance competition. However, the scarcity of slots at major airports often forces airlines to seek other avenues, such as slot trading or leasing. Slot trading, particularly at high-demand airports, has become a significant aspect of airline strategy. Airlines can buy, sell, or lease slots from one another, often for substantial sums. For instance, in 2016, Oman Air reportedly paid $75 million to acquire a single slot pair at London Heathrow, highlighting the immense value of access to such key markets. Slot trading allows airlines to refine their networks, focusing on routes that align with their strategic priorities while offloading slots they no longer need. The strategic use of slots is a fine-tuned art. Airlines carefully analyze demand patterns, competition, and revenue potential to decide how best to utilize their slots. A prime morning arrival slot at a major hub might be used for a transatlantic flight catering to business travelers, while a late-night slot might suit a leisure-focused route. These decisions are deeply tied to airline revenue management and passenger behavior. For example, Emirates uses its slot portfolio at Dubai International Airport to operate a wave system. Flights from various destinations arrive in clusters to facilitate seamless connections for passengers. This hub-and-spoke model ensures maximum utilization of slots while enhancing the overall efficiency of the airline's network. Slot management also plays a crucial role during disruptions. Airlines must have contingency plans in place to avoid cascading delays that can result from slot mismanagement. For instance, if a departure is delayed and misses its allocated slot, the airline must coordinate with air traffic control in the airport to secure a new slot, often competing with other delayed flights for limited windows. Regulatory frameworks ensure fairness and accountability in slot management. In the European Union, strict rules govern slot allocation and trading to maintain competition and prevent monopolistic behavior. Similarly, US slot-controlled airports, such as Washington National, or DCA, adhere to regulations set by the Federal Aviation Administration, or FAA, to manage congestion. The recent pandemic brought unprecedented challenges to slot management. With demand plummeting and travel restrictions in place, airlines struggled to meet the 80-20 rule. Recognizing the extraordinary circumstances, many regulators temporarily suspended the rule, allowing airlines to retain their slots even with reduced utilization. This measure prevented airlines from operating ghost flights, flights with few or no passengers, simply to preserve their slots. Airlines also use strategic partnerships to optimize slot usage. Code sharing and joint ventures allow airlines to share slots and routes, maximizing connectivity without requiring additional slot allocations. For example, Delta Airlines and Virgin Atlantic coordinate their slots at Heathrow and JFK to offer a robust transatlantic schedule, benefiting both carriers while enhancing passenger options. Slot scarcity drives innovation in scheduling and operational efficiency. Airlines constantly analyze ways to maximize slot value, from improving turnaround times to deploying larger aircraft on high-demand routes. The introduction of ultra-efficient planes like the Airbus A350 and Boeing 787 has allowed airlines to serve long-haul routes more profitably, making better use of limited slots. For passengers, airport slots influence everything from flight availability to ticket prices. Scarce slots at major hubs often lead to higher fares due to limited competition. Conversely, increased slot availability or the entry of new competitors can lower prices and improve service options. The future of slot management will likely involve greater technological integration. Tools like artificial intelligence and machine learning are already being used to predict demand and optimize scheduling, helping airlines make data-driven decisions about slot utilization. Additionally, as the industry grapples with sustainability challenges, there may be increased pressure to allocate slots to airlines operating greener, more fuel-efficient fleets. Ultimately, airport slots are more than just a logistical tool. They're a strategic asset that shapes the competitive dynamics of the airline industry. Managing them effectively requires a blend of foresight, flexibility, and operational excellence. Whether enabling a morning rush of departures or supporting the long-haul connections that link continents, slot management ensures that the global aviation system remains efficient, equitable, and resilient. The next time you board a flight from a busy airport, consider the intricate planning behind the scenes. The time your plane takes off or lands isn't just a matter of scheduling. It's the result of carefully negotiated slots that make modern air travel possible. Hub airlines prefer to bunch slots together in banks and waves to facilitate passenger connections. Learn more about how this works by clicking here. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.